The five-star sit-down is now joined by Jayden Daniels, the quarterback commit for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Jayden, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So you had plenty of big-time programs taking a look at you, offering you. What was it about the Sun Devils that made them your choice?
Well, just the opportunity and also just the whole coaching staff and how much they showed the family atmosphere to my family and how much love they showed.
Now, a couple months ago, they weren't in your top 8, but they made their way into the Final Four and were eventually your choice. Was there like an aha moment that you had, realizing that the Sun Devils were a legitimate spot for you, and when did you really know you were going to commit to them?
It was probably when I came back from my official visit when I probably took them serious. And then just going on and just building a relationship over the time, and then the home visits. And then probably, I want to say the week of, probably I knew when I was going to go to Arizona State.
Now you're also making this commitment just a few days before the official signing day. Why make this announcement in advance?
Well, they wanted me to do it on Fox, but we had got out of school on the 13th, and I wanted to commit at my high school with my other friends. So that's pretty much the main reason why, is because I want to commit at the high school.
Now, speaking of your high school and also a family atmosphere, I want to look back real quick at your time at Cajon High School. You had the Cowboys making a CIF championship bowl game a couple of years ago, over 12,000 yards in total in your 2 years, and also your head coach, Nick Roberts, up for the LA Rams High School Coach of the Year. How has Coach Roberts and Cajon matured you not just as a football player but also a young man?
Well, they just, as a football player, it just gave me an opportunity as a freshman to show what I could do. We just ran from it, and then always just believing in me and then showing me the right ways. Coach Rogers is a great man and somebody I definitely look up to.
What is it about this Sun Devil offense that a dual-threat quarterback can really thrive in?
Well, just the situation they put you in. Obviously, over the course of the season, they put Manning in a lot of good situations to win the game when playing the big moments. Eno is doing his thing, and then just the situation they put you in to thrive, and all the athletes in the O-line that you have around you.
You were in attendance for ASU's bowl game. I know that there were plenty of commits and targets also there. What was that experience like, and were you able to talk to anybody else from the 2019 class while in Vegas?
Well, yeah, at the game I had seen Drake and Stephon and the twins, so we were just chopping it up, having a good time and just watching the game.
And now talking about me and some other commits, you are an Elite 11 quarterback. You're playing in the Under Armour All-American game. How does playing against other top-tier quarterbacks help you in what looks like it's going to be an upcoming quarterback battle between you and two other 2019 quarterback commits at ASU?
Well, it's always a competition. You can't be scared to compete wherever you go. It's just who wants it more at the end of the day.
Great stuff, Jayden. We appreciate the time, and good luck signing and getting over to Tempe here in just a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
That was Jayden Daniels, the quarterback commit for the Arizona State Sun Devils, and just some really interesting stuff from him, especially when you're talking about making his signing, how he wanted to do it with his teammates. He talked a lot about the family atmosphere that can come, when he did make that commitment, that he felt at home with the coaching staff and, everything like that.
And that's what this is. This is a family, because especially once you get to the college ranks, you spend so much time with these guys. I mean, they are your family. I mean, even the high school ranks, when you're with all your buddies, and he talked about, going to the Vegas Bowl and talking to some others as well. And man, this kid, 9,600 pass yards in 2 years.
Yeah.
In just 2 years. An incredible talent. I know that people have talked about ASU, maybe getting a transfer in there to fill that quarterback spot with Manny Wilkins gone. But I mean, he mentioned about being able to have an opportunity as a young man, or even getting into the program at Cajon as a freshman, trying to show off what he can do. Does ASU give him that same opportunity? We're going to have to wait and see, especially with, like we said, 3 other commits.
Right. You have a total of 3 commits, and then you also have Dylan Sterling Cole that's in the mix as well, and he's been kind of waiting his turn as well. It seems very familiar to when Todd Graham actually took over, when you had Mike Bercovici, who seemed to be the favorite, Michael Eubank, and then Taylor Kelly. And Taylor Kelly was kind of it seemed like the outside guy looking in, and then he eventually won that job. It was kind of one of those like, oh yeah, there's Bercovici and there's Eubank, but there's also this Kelly kid that's kind of just hanging around.
Third one.
And then he became a multi-year starter, and when it was all said and done, one of the better ASU quarterbacks in the school's history. So I'm sure it's going to be definitely a battle and well reported on here in this offseason as they look for the guy to replace Manny Wilkins. So good stuff from Jayden Daniels. Coming up next, we are going to do our official visit tracker that's coming up next on the 5-Star Sit Down.